Why hello there beautiful people, Caz the Blackheart back with another Sacramento State Legacy video here on College Hoops 2K8. And we're coming off a big win over VMI in the last video. And now we look to win our second straight regular season tournament as we take on the Ivy League's Yale Bulldogs, who defeated Air Force in the previous round, meaning Air Force will take on VMI in the Hangar Challenge consolation game, while the winner of this game will win the Hangar Challenge. And as you see there, Yale was able to win 76-59 over Air Force. It was a relatively close game in the first half, but then in the second half, Yale really pulled away as only 2 Air Force players scored in double figures in this game, and they really struggled. Whereas Yale had 4 different double-digit scorers, 2 of them off the bench, 2 of them being starters, and they were able to make short work of Air Force. So looking at the matchup here, Sacramento State definitely a better team than Yale on paper at very least. And the defending national champions now with an RPI of 19, where Yale is at 121. Still a pretty impressive RPI for Sacramento State, though it's mainly probably from their game against UCLA. But here we go, Sacramento State versus Yale. Winner wins the Hangar Challenge. Now, before we get into this game, I just want you guys to check me out on Twitch. I do have a couple of series going on, including the Sacramento Condors relocation franchise. I do also have a Super Blood Hockey franchise going on that channel as well, so make sure you guys will go check it out. The link's going to be in the description below, and I do have a schedule coming out the first week of January, the first full week that is, so make sure you check it out. But anyways, let's get into the game now. So we have the same starting lineup that we've had for the past 2 games: Hornsby, Foster, Bills, Leno, and Gibson. For Yale, they got Miggins, Jameson, Humer, Catalinas, and Quinn. So here we go. We pick up early in the first quarter. Here's Miggins swinging it over to Coomer. He's going to drive inside and get the bucket right over the head of Gibson. So Yale takes an early 2-0 lead. Sacramento State with the ball now. Leno going to kick it cross court over to Bills in the corner. He's going to drain the 3, and Sacramento State takes a 3-2 lead. Miggins trying to pass inside, gets tipped away, and Gibson gets the steal. He's going to pass it over to Clarence Foster, who gets the layup and the foul. So he'll go to the line. On the ensuing free throw, Foster would miss it, but it'd be rebounded by Bills. Bills right back up with it over 2 defenders, and he gets the bucket. Sacramento State with a 5-point lead. Bills going to kick it out to Foster, sharing the wealth now, and Foster drains the 3, giving Bills the assist. It's an 8-point lead for Sacramento State early on, but then Coomer inside, missing the initial layup, but tips it right back in, and Yale cuts the deficit down to 6. And now outlet pass to Jameson. He's going to get a bucket to make it a 4-point game. And then Hornsby inside to Gibson, gonna miss the layup there, rebounded by Quinn. Miggins gonna pass it to Jameson again. He's gonna get the bucket, and it's a 2-point game now as Yale works their way back. But now Hornsby gonna pull it for the 3 off the pick, and he's gonna drain it to make it a 5-point game. Now Foster kicks it out to Bills, wide open from the wing, no good. Rebounded by Gibson, back up with it, and good. So Sacramento State takes a 7-point lead. A beautiful job of Gibson eating the glass there and getting the bucket. So it's a 7-point game. Coomer going to pass inside to Quinn over the head of Bills, and he's going to get the bucket. So it's a 5-point game. 10 minutes to go in the half now. Foster inside to Gibson off the pick and roll, and he'll get the bucket. So now just a 6-point game. Childs going to pass inside to Quinn, and Quinn going to get the bucket. Makes it a 4-point game. Now we're just over the midway point of the first half, and Jameson going to lay it up, makes it a 2-point game once again as Sacramento State looks to extend the lead now. Queen over to a wide open Bills again, no good. This time it's rebounded, but Queen going to force a steal there, and he's going to get rewarded by getting the feed and the bucket there. So a 4-point lead for Sacramento State. And then Childs tries to get the bucket there, but is blocked by Leno. Now Sacramento State in transition. Hornsby going to pass over the Bills, and he flushes it. 2-handed slam for Bills, and Yale burns a timeout. It's 21-15, so now Childs passes over to Schwartz, looking for the 3, and he drains it. So now just a 3-point game. Now Hornsby working the pick and roll. And he's going to pass to Gibson inside, and Gibson with an easy layup makes it a 5-point game once again. The pick and roll really doing Sacramento State a lot of favors here, as Gibson is just perfect for this type of offense. But then Child's going to lay it up, gets an easy bucket to make it a 3-point game once again. A little more pick and roll action. Hornsby going to pass inside to Gibson, and he gets the layup over 2 defenders and makes it a 5-point game yet again. After some free throws, there's a rebound. Catalina's back up with it, makes it a 2-point ball game. So here's Gibson kicking out to Foster, deep 3, and he drains it. So Gibson also showing a little bit of a playmaking ability there. And now Bill's going to pull up this 2, no good. Rebounded by Gibson, goes back up with it with the hook shot. And that's a 7-point lead for Sacramento State as Yale burns another timeout. And now here's Catalina's passing over to Schwartz. Foot was on the line, so that's just 2, but a beautiful shot. And it's a 5-point game yet again. So Earl Swoger going to pass over to Turksign, and he's able to hit the 2 to make it a 7-point game. And now Swoger over to Gibson, who gets it to Turksign again, and no good this time. And now Yale on the fast break. Here comes Schwartz, lays it up, but a big block there by Leno, his second of the game. So now 3.5 minutes to go. Swoger inside to Gibson, lays it up, and good. So it's a 9-point game with about 3.5 minutes to go. Schwartz trying to work his way inside, turns the ball over, and now here comes Swoger, and he's going to pass over to Turksign, who pulls up for the mid-range 2. And now it's an 11-point lead for Sacramento State with 3 minutes to go. Yale trying to make a little bit of a comeback here. Quinn with the layup over the head of Bills and Leno. So now a 10-point lead for Sacramento State. Here's Pakovicius out of the wing. His foot was on the line, so that's a 2, so it's an 8-point game. And then Jamison gonna lay it up, or he tries to at least, but it's blocked. But then Quinn gets the rebound and puts it back up. So Yale cuts the Sacramento State lead down to 6. Waning moments of the first half, here's Foster passing inside to Queen, and Bill Queen with the flush. Puts Sacramento State up by 8. Now Yale trying to do something here. Jamison with the 3, he's gonna drain it. And that cuts Sacramento State's lead down to 5 as we hit halftime, 39-34, the Hornets lead. But Yale is definitely giving them a fight in this one, as they're shooting 50% from the field and are out-rebounding Sacramento State slightly as of right now. Mark Gibson leads all scorers with 13 points, while Quinn and Jameson have 9 for Yale as we begin the second half. Here's Foster inside to Gibson. And he's going to kick it back out to Foster. He pulls up for 2, and he drains it. So that makes it a 7-point game. Yale trying to make something happen here. Coomer running the baseline, gets the layup. Okay, Coomer. He gets the bucket, so it's a 5-point game. Now the pass inside to Gibson, lays it up, and good. Hornsby with his 4th assist of the game, and it's a 7-point ball game yet again. Coomer inside to Quinn. Goes up with it, and he gets a bucket over Gibson. Gibson got to work on his paint defense just a little bit. But it's a 6-point game as Foster goes for 3. Now it's a 9-point game. 13 points for Clarence Foster up to this point. And now Gibson going to pass over to Bills on the opposite wing, and he's going to hit the 3. Gibson with 4 assists now, and it's a 12-point game for Sacramento State. But Yale going to respond with a 2 from Jamison as his foot was on the line. Under 10 minutes to go. Here's Schwartz pulling up for 3, and he drains it. Yale's not going away quietly, that's for sure. So it's a 9-point lead for Sacramento State, make it a 12-point lead after the 3 from Foster. 55-43 now. Here's the pass inside to Quinn. He's going to flush it himself. Yale showing they can dunk as well, but then Foster misses a 3 there, rebounded by Leno, back up with it, and it's a 12-point lead yet again, as Leno does a great job eating the glass, getting the rebound, and putting it right back up. So now we're right past the midway point of the second half. Yale needs to do something here. Catalinas with the rebound goes back up with it, and it's good. So it's a 10-point game. Just over 6 minutes to go. Here's Turksign with a huge dunk. Two-handed slam makes it a 12-point game again. Hornsby's going to tip it off of a Yale player. Goes out of bounds, so it's Sacramento State's ball. And now the Hornets are looking to put this game away. Here's Bill's foot on the line, but he gets the bucket. And it's a 14-point game. Beautiful pass from Gibson there, who has 5 assists up to this point. And now Foster going to pass inside to Gibson. Back out to Foster. He's going to pull up for 3, and he drains it. It's a 16-point lead. Sacramento State starting to run away with this one. Gibson going to lay it up, and good to make it an 18-point lead. And it's pretty much over at this point, as Gibson going to go up with another hook. just to add insult to injury, and he gets the bucket there. Just a beautiful hook shot from Mark Gibson. And Sacramento State gets a huge win, 73-50, as they win the Hangar Challenge, dominating in both games in the second half, as Gibson is once again the player of the game. He had 22 points, was 10 of 12 shooting, and made 2 of his 4 free throw attempts, along with 11 rebounds and 6 assists, so yet another double-double for Mark Gibson. Clarence Foster has 19 points, Benny Bills with 12, including 2 3-pointers. Not a very good game for Hornsby. He did have 7 assists, but only 3 points, and was 1 of 6 shooting. But overall, a really good game from the Sacramento State team. Nathan Quinn led Yale with 13 points and 10 rebounds, so he had a double-double as well. Schwartz had 9 points off the bench. Jamison had 11 as well. So Yale definitely gave us a fight in this one, but in the end, Sacramento State held Yale to 16 second-half points and really imposed their will in that second half. So a great win for Sacramento State as they improved to 2-1 on the season. But the next game for Sacramento State is going to be against 11th ranked Ohio State. That's going to be a tough matchup. I'm probably going to sim the game against UC Davis. Probably play the games against Georgetown and Florida before I sim the Utah and Buffalo games. But let me know in the comment section which games you want to see me play, which games you want to see me sim. That's just my plan for now. It could change depending on what you guys want to see. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new as well. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this. Like I always say, guys, no matter what happens, make sure you keep that mofo rolling. I love y'all 3,000, and I'm outie 5,000. Deuces.